Anrey Bartoszynski. Feel free to call me Ann. I am currently a respiratory care professor teaching here at Skyline College in San Bruno. I teach both of the Associate of Science and the Bachelor of Science degree in respiratory care. We offer both programs. And I'm also working as a item writer contributor for the National Board of Respiratory Care, NBRC. Why did I choose respiratory? Well, actually, respiratory kind of chose me. I'm a Filipino and my mom is a nurse from the Philippines. And I know I want to be some type of healthcare, just not nursing, no offense nurses, but I wanted to get something, a degree that holds more for me. So what I did was I went to veterinary school because it's still, learning about science, health. And one day I had a client who brought in her cat. She's wearing scrubs, and I thought she was a nurse, but she told me she's a respiratory therapist. This was back in 2002, and she told me all about respiratory therapy because I didn't know anything about it. And actually, I was very surprised how the industry for respiratory care wasn't known yet so much around that time. Long story short, I went to the school that she went to, basically was in love with the industry, and it's been history since then. Why RT is rewarding? I feel that every healthcare provider, not just respiratory, who wants to make a difference, will feel that helping other people is rewarding. But not just that. As an immigrant and as a woman and as a mom of two, in this profession, it actually taught me a lot about myself and what I want to be, and it helped me grow, not just as a professional, but again as a person. In my experience, I've been an RT in the bedside since 2006. My first job is at Norfolk, Virginia. I worked at the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughter. And then eventually, the next year, I moved back here in my hometown in California. And I worked in many different places. A few of them to mention is Kaiser Permanente, VA Hospital in Palo Alto, St. Francis Memorial Hospital in San Francisco, and many others, especially when I was working for the registry for a short period of time. I basically have taken care of different demographics, different age group throughout my 17 years in the bedside. I've worked from ICU, emergency department, floors, rehab, and many more. But my passion really is education. I wanted to be an educator, especially when I first have my experience as a preceptor in 2009. I just knew that was going to be the direction of my career in respiratory. So now, as an educator, respiratory care educator, my goal is to ensure that we elevate respiratory therapy industry, as we are becoming more and more vital part of the multidisciplinary team. We are part of the education, the research, even leadership, and even home care, because technology is booming nowadays, and telemedicine is one of the number one thing that is growing. So I'm very excited as we expand more in respiratory, and the more people know now about our careers. For our institution here, we do reach out to high school students and making sure that they know that we exist. And I would like to to wish that this sharing of my experience kind of inspired you guys to think about more what we do, and give a little bit of interest to learn more of what respiratory therapists do, and how we are elevating and making a change, not just in our community, in our state, nationally, but basically how we affect people around us in a positive way. Again, hopefully this sparks your interest and be a part of our team. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.